call them players, call them womanizers. But what we're really dealing with are narcissists. When you first meet, they seem amazing.
Gotcha.
What, are you flirting with me?
What, me? No.
Narcissists are easy to flag.
Ciara and Marco, the happy couple, how are you doing?
Very good.
Correct. Thanks very much for speaking to me, first of all. And thanks very much for a fantastic time with the movie. It's great.
Oh, fun. It's a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
But I was just speaking to Ann Marie, the writer-director, and the first thing I asked her was like, it was actually based on a relationship that she has that was pretty toxic, which is kind of the worst thing that you could want to reenact in a movie, whether it be a horror movie, let alone a comedy movie. So I'm quite curious, after you'd read the script, what kind of conversations did you share with Ann Marie about making light of such a dark, grim topic for a lot of people?
I think she was so generous to share this experience with us. And I think there's something sort of therapeutic in getting to work through previous traumas in the form of storytelling and watching these characters come through the other side better people because of it, because of these learning experiences. And so I got the chance to sit down with her beforehand and speak with her about Eva and like how much it relates to Anne Marie. And I do think they're quite different people. It's definitely like inspired by her life, not necessarily a direct retelling of her life story. But I think what was most important is not making Eva seem naive, because she's not naive. She's an incredibly intelligent person, and she's making these choices because she wants to make them, and she knows the risks, and she also respects her mother. Like she is, both of these women are incredibly smart and experienced, and I think Eva has this certain courage to her as well that like allows her to dive into love, or makes her want to fall in love and understand that like, yes, I might get hurt in the process of this, but this is something I want to experience. This is something I want for my life. And I think that strength and that group of really strong women that surround her or what allow her to come through the other side, not unscathed, but still whole.
Uh-huh. Can I couple to that, Marco? Because Judy, Marisa's character, she's got these, I keep saying this in all interviews, these red flag colored glasses on all the way through the film, and she's picking up every little nuance of narcissism that you may or may not have in you. I'm quite curious, did you become very kind of paranoid about kind of yourself and how you maybe when you were going through the scripts and kind of coming up with all these different narcissistic tendencies, were there things that you were like, oh my God, I'd actually do those kind of things? Or was there anything that kind of made you kind of feel a bit paranoid about it?
Well, it's true, because when we talk about narcissists, it's as if we're talking about something completely distant, right? Completely far away. And that was kind of my path to find this character, right? So I went to Anne Marie and I was like, oh my God, I have to read all the books and try to understand a narcissist. But in the end, what this character is in this film, well, the story we're telling is he's just a nice guy, right? He has just the qualities that the narcissists have, but not showing his real face. So we don't know. And that what brings this doubt. Is he not what's going on? Is he her lenses that are seeing everything wrong? Or is he really a narcissist? And I think that is interesting to play with, especially nowadays, right? When you talk about, like Ciara said it so beautifully, that her character is vulnerable, and vulnerability is a superpower, and we see as a weakness, right? Yeah. She's open to love. She's open to face the consequences as well. And so playing with that was really interesting. But I think I went too deep into the psychoanalysis of a narcissist, and I was like, okay, let's take 10 steps back. And Marie told me that. It was like, he's just the guy you want. He's going to be there for you all the time. He's going to fulfill all your needs in the beginning. He's going to know exactly what you need and how to please you. So I was like, okay, let's go back to that, and I'll play that in the film. Because the film is not really about a narc-codependent relationship. I think this is a beautiful film about also a mother-daughter relationship more than anything, right? And how these two women deal with that. So my character is just I'm just an outsider to help tell that story
Uh,
and make these two women meet and learn from each other.
yeah. And then talking about this mother daughter relationship, something that's very apparent through the film is that Marisa's character, Judy, through this, she's got these blinkers on and everything is narcissist, 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 narcissist. And she's so determined to protect her daughter from a possible toxic relationship that she kind of, that narcissism almost becomes internal for her also as well, no? Was that something that you discussed as well on set?
Yeah, I mean, I think Marissa's such a wicked talent. It was just apparent the second that she stepped on set. It wasn't necessarily a conversation, but it was just clear in her choices, in the way that the direction I think the story was heading as well. I don't know, Marco, did you have any discussions with her about that or the parallels of your character? Plural.
No,
Just the
really,
way that
no,
you're
not
so
about.
focused on narcissism that you kind of almost become a narcissist yourself
Yeah.
because
Well, that
you
can
can't,
happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Also, I don't know if you become a narcissist, but you definitely close yourself to the world and to
yeah,
experience, right? And as you said, you see things through a lens that it's not the reality, right? And with dark lenses or red flag lenses that you see that everything is a red flag, and that makes you miss opportunities in life, beautiful opportunities that you could. So I think it's a beautiful journey that this character has.
no, no, not brilliant, yeah, yeah. And then another kind of paradox is the fact that things that we find are irritating of other people many times tell us a lot about ourselves. So I'm quite curious for this is a question for both of you because you're kind of really getting into the nitty gritty of pet peeves and what you don't like about certain people. I'm guessing that was kind of in a way cathartic because it helped you kind of reckon with yourself, but at the same time maybe you saw things about yourself that maybe you didn't really realize that it was maybe you that had the problem rather than what you were complaining about the things. Did you kind of was there a kind of a self-awareness there?
Absolutely. For me, it was
Yeah,
I noticed my relationship with my own mother shifted after filming
really.
this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, because similarly to Eva, I have so much respect for my mom. I think she's an incredible woman. And like many daughters, obvious oftentimes will fight back and on things that I maybe shouldn't. And I think after reading this script and working on this movie, I became more patient with my own mom and I gave her the space and I understanding that like when she is being reactive, it's often out of fear and it's because she loves me so much and she
sure.
wants to protect me. And so it's understanding that and giving her grace in those moments and trying to listen,
That's
really
great.
listening, you know?
Marco, did you get anything similar out of the experience?
We always get something, right, from any movie that we're
Sure.
doing or any art in that sense. There's always, right, something that you can take out of it. And I think this film it makes it beautifully because it makes with such grace and humor, right, that you're able to see yourself without judgment. And from that moment, start thinking about it. Something specifically, I'm not sure if I had something specifically about Theo that he could teach me. I hope not.
You said he was a nice guy, though.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, maybe that, learning a little bit about what a narcissist really is, understanding that we all have levels of narcissism. We live in an individualistic society. But understanding how much of this becomes a problem and becomes how, hurting other people. So yeah, I think, diving into this narcissistic and understanding that there are two sides in this relationship, right?
Yeah,
There's a
sure.
codependency that also comes from a place from a trauma, from something you learn, right? From pleasing or for anything. The narcissist doesn't exist without a codependent, and that's what's interesting. Of course, this couple is not the case because Eva is not a codependent person, but sometimes, was fascinating to me and to realize that what a codependent person is and where does this come from. This was very interesting for me to
listen.
learn.
They give me the rap. So, Ciara, Marco, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for
They're
a great
giving you
movie.
a
I had a
red
great
flag,
time with
Howard.
it. Hey, yeah, they're
They
giving me
give
the
you
red
a
flag.
red
I'm gonna,
flag.
yeah. I'm becoming too toxic. All right. Really good to speak to you. I hope to speak to you again sometime soon. I wish you the best of success with the movie when it comes out, guys. Really nice to
Thank
speak
you
to you.
so much,
much.
Howard.
All right,
Likewise,
take care. Have a good day. Cheers,
You
then.
too.
She's your daughter. Let her live her life. There's plenty of warm-hearted, romantic souls out there.
I think Eva will come around soon.
You smell good. There, you go with this. It's hot.
Give me your phone.
No, are you out of your mind?